It's been almost 2 years since West Bloomfield Police Sergeant Patrick O'Rourke was shot and killed during a domestic violence call, leaving behind a wife and 4 children.
Tonight, Joanne Purton is here with an update on how the family's doing and how they're making sure even in death he's helping others. Joe, you've been communicating with this family.
I have. Such a special family. Sergeant O'Rourke was the first West Bloomfield police officer to lose his life in the line of duty. He was all about public service, family, and his faith. And those who loved him most want to make sure his legacy lives on.
Hi, sweetheart. How are you?
Every couple months, Amy O'Rourke visits the West Bloomfield Police Department.
How are you, baby? I'm good. How are you?
She and her kids will forever call the officers family.
I just love to squeeze them.
They helped Amy through her darkest days after her husband, Sergeant Patrick O'Rourke, was killed in the line of duty. They even stepped in for Patrick. Officers Joe, Art, and Derek taking his girls to the daddy-daughter dinner dance. And you need look no further than this sweet note Andrea left the officers at the police station to know their efforts have made a difference. And now they want to help others in Patrick's name.
A couple of my honor guard friends, Chuck and Joe, they approached me shortly after Pat was killed, and I wanted to do something to remember him every year. And I loved the idea.
They decided on a golf outing, so the inaugural Patrick O'Rourke Memorial Golf Outing will be held September 22nd. Some of the proceeds will benefit the scholarship fund Amy started in Patrick's name. The money will help students pursuing degrees in law enforcement and public safety.
Just loving the police family, want to keep it growing.
Officer Joe Miller worked on Pat's shift.
I can be honest with you, this event has been soaked, drenched, and cloaked in prayer.
Pat and Amy lived their Catholic faith every day. It was that faith that stunned so many of us when just a day after Patrick's death, Amy said she forgave the shooter. I talked to her about it when I visited their home a couple months later.
To not forgive, that just hurts us, I think. When you carry unforgiveness, it just makes you sick, physically, emotionally, mentally. And I mean, that's why God wants us to forgive people, because he knows that's going to affect who we are and how we feel.
It's that faith that has helped her through her grief.
God has plans for all of us, and we've gone through this for some reason we can't see yet, but just, yeah, every day it's better. We're doing good.
Now she provides support for others who have lost loved ones in the line of duty.
I meet women who are just 6 months, 8 months, a year into this grieving process, just to be able to go, oh, I was like that, and I couldn't talk about it without tearing up, and just to encourage them that it does get better. It really does get better with time. It really, really does.
Dan is Sergeant O'Rourke's dad. You bought his car?
Oh, yeah.
He helps keep Patrick's memory alive with his son's old squad car. He bought it shortly after Patrick died. He was honored to drive it before the Dream Cruise in the traditional emergency vehicle lights and siren parade.
There's no totally bad days anymore, but there's never a day that there isn't a bad part of.
Of course.
You know, other than that, we're just amazed at how many lives he's touched.
And there will now be many more. The O'Rourke family didn't leave the department that day without visiting the memorial to their father, husband, and son, a permanent reminder of the ultimate sacrifice he paid. Sergeant Patrick O'Rourke gone, but never forgotten. The golf outing held in his name will also benefit victims of domestic violence through Officer Joe Miller's Crosshairs Foundation and the Fraternal Order of Police's Cops and Kids event, where police officers go Christmas shopping with underprivileged children. You can find out more about the event on our website at WXYZ.com. The golf spots have all been filled, so it's sold out, but you can go for the dinner afterwards and buy a
Donate
ticket.
too if you prefer.
You can do that, and it's $45 for the dinner. They're still looking, by the way, for corporate sponsors for the event, so if any corporation's watching and they'd like to help out, they'd love to have your donation.
Gosh, and Amy's spirit is just
it's incredible.
infectious, really.
Been an
day
inspiration
one,
from the beginning.
Right. Joanne, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, let's check back.